our
Didn't
nurses.
didn't South Park do an episode about this where
I don't
Randy,
know.
yeah, Stan's dad, Randy Marsh, he got diagnosed as an alcoholic because he drank beers or whatever. And
They only
so,
started this.
and then he got his he got himself a wheelchair, and he's like, I have a disease. And so he just had like a wheelchair and a flat of beer on him all the time when his blankets on. I have a disease. And he's just cracking beers and drinking them. And like, it's an excuse for people at that point.
We've normalized it, bud.
It's like when you tell people they can't do anything else. I mean, like the normal thing is not do drugs. I mean, like normal things, not drink alcohol. I mean, if you're having it on a night of the week and it never goes beyond that, I don't think that's a problem. But when it becomes part of your life that like you have to have and it has to be there, and then it gets in the way of other parts of your life, that it's not a disease. It's a problem that you can remedy. It's just you're caught up in this, right?
Yeah. So you can, I'll give your viewers some really expensive advice. All right. Alcoholism or drug addiction, right? Like you have a drug addiction. Everyone, like the number one addiction in North America, actually from like 1970 to 2010 was shopping. I was shopping addiction. One of the number one businesses to get into in the United States of America for a good 2 decades was storage lockers, owning land and building storage lockers. Shopping was the biggest addiction. And it caused a lot of problems. It created divorces. Like a lot of bad things happen because you shop too much, or people gamble too much, people drink too much.
Well, I get gambling too much, but shop. So you just have too much stuff. So you have to storage locker everything.
How many Amazon trucks do we need driving through Vancouver? It's insane. People just buying stuff like this. I went into a house a couple months ago. I did an intervention, and the mother, the lady, she's alcoholic, right? And her husband just pissed. He's complaining all the time. She's just buying everything, bro. I asked for a pair of scissors for something. Open up the drawer. There's 9 pairs of scissors. Well, she she couldn't find it. It's downstairs, so just order one on Amazon. It'll be here in 2 hours. You see what I mean? It's just that easy to buy stuff and have it come to your door now. It's insane, bro. I see weird stuff because of the work that I do, right? So you have an addiction, right? It's not bothering anyone, right? Like your drinking's not bothering. You're eating potato chips past 9 o'clock's not bothering anyone. So don't worry about it. But the moment it starts affecting other people or your work or your colleagues or your children or your husband or wife or your family, when it becomes a problem, that's when it's unmanageable. That's when you need help, but you don't most people don't need help. They just kind of go, you know what? I'm drinking a little bit too much. I'm going to lay off Saturday nights for a few months.
You just cut back. I mean, do that.
A lot of people can. But some people, unfortunately, as a result of maybe the way they're hardwired, maybe because of some environmental factors that happened when they were children, they can't, and they just go and jump into it, and they lose everything, and their life's unmanageable. So when your life becomes unmanageable, that's when you need help. And these people are downtown, and
they've sacrificed everything for this addiction. Those people, like they've sacrificed.
You're right.
No, like we're talking hygiene, like every single thing.
What's the most important? What's the most important thing to them, Clyde? Every single person you saw on the street, bent over, sleeping, limbs missing, teeth falling out. What's the most important thing to all of them?
There was a guy that was hanging in the trash can, half out of it.
What did he
say? His arm was in it, stuck in it.
Do you remember what he said he was doing?
Yeah, you were like, "Hey, you all right, buddy?" And he's like, "I'm canning.
I'm canning. I'm like, I've never heard that before." Dude's like, friends, like this guy's standing up and his arm is all the way in the trash can.
And he was sleeping.
He was sleeping. He was right out. We woke him up. But then he realized he's embarrassed because he's still got some wit to him. Well, no, it's just canning. I gotta laugh at it. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
I see it all the time.
The stench was just unbelievable.
When he moved from the can, when he moved back from the can and he moved, it was like a hoof of.
And it wasn't the South can. Park it wasn't the garbage. It was him.
It was his urine. It's just urine. He's defecated himself. They defecate themselves. So the problem with this,
yeah.
Clyde, is the addiction, right? So go back to the shopping, go back to the drinking, go back to the blah, blah, blah. When that becomes the most important. So usually what happens with addictive personality disorder, and I'm giving your viewers lots of money right now. When you become, when, you know, shopping becomes, going gambling with the boys is more important than your wife. Well, slowly your wife disappears. And then your wife's just like, see you later. You just start
Right.
losing things, right? Well, your wife goes first, or your husband, you know, don't want to discriminate here. And then like your friends go, because usually your wife or your husband go first. Your kids already know you're separated, and then your friends go, and then your job goes, and slowly things start removing themselves from you to the point where you're on the street by yourself. You're on the street by yourself, and you have absolutely nothing left. Your friends are gone, your family's gone, your jobs are gone. Nobody wants to do anything. People used to call me a Tasmanian devil. Who was that guy that came here for the weekend? Because I would come into relationships and party for the weekend, and I would take all their booze, I'd drive their cars, I'd do some bad stuff, and then I'd bounce. Be like, who was that guy?
What?
Bro, alcohol was all I wanted. I was an alcoholic, bro. I want nothing else but booze. And if I tell you, if you had a house that was full of booze, I'd be your friend. Because that's what
Oh, wow.
becomes the most important thing, is the drugs. These people don't want to be down there, bro. 80% of those people that on the street down there, Clyde, I hate to tell you that, they don't want to be there.
But that's just where everything congregates. They just know that that's the congregation. So
No,
that's not how that is.
no, this is because the government believes that we're going to give a bunch of money to these charities, and we're going to hire a bunch of these people that can't level up and work in a trade or something. And so they're going to go out, we're going to give them jobs, $34 an hour, saving lives. We're going to give people naloxone kits, and they're going to save lives. And they're going to get a job, bro. Last month I went to Victoria.
Hold on. But that what makes
emotional.
the addict, what makes the addicts want to go to that spot on Hastings?
Well, that's just where the drugs are.
Oh, so this is the congregation.
It's just where the drugs are.
That's where it is.
But they don't want to be there.
But that's just where they can get their fix, and that's
the easiest place, because they all hang out, right?
But then they're KO'd. Like half of them are in the fent lean, and they're just stuck there.
They don't want to be there, bud. None of those people want to be there. God bless. I know people that are listening. I don't know how many people are on here, but I can guarantee you, it's 70% of your viewers right now have been affected by someone that are on the street doing drugs. I can guarantee you 90% of your viewers have been affected by someone in addiction and bad addiction, because it's just normal. It's like it's the world we live in.
And that's the thing. Like, every one of these people are somebody's brother, somebody's kid, somebody's nephew.
Yeah.
You know,
I go there.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more clips like that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. The link is right here. If you want to see it live as it happens, make sure you subscribe to the Clyde Do Something YouTube channel. The link is right there. We'll see you in the next one.